Hi everyone. Have you ever been scrolling through YouTube and you come across travel items that they say you must have only to get them home and be totally disappointed? Well, today we're going to be doing 12 of Amazon's trusts or busts. Stay tuned. Hi everyone, it's Perry from Perry's Passport. And I, like you, are just as guilty of looking for items that are travel accessories that might make my life easier while I'm on the road, and then only to find out that I'm thoroughly disappointed, or they're not exactly like they described. Today, we're going to go over 12 essential items that they said you need, and I'm going to be doing both price comparison, item comparison, and see how they hold up. So make sure you stay till the end so I can show you one that I personally can't live without. Now, the first item I'm going to be going over are these gravel travel bottles. Now, in the YouTube video that I saw, everybody was like, oh, these are fantastic. They nest, they hold, the maximum amount that you could have in a travel bottle. And they have this, and I'm going to put it close so you can see. You can change out what is in the bottle. I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. Let me try this. And they are pretty cool, except for this. These are my usual travel bottles. I have 4 of them. They go like this. They also nest. Now, they look like they're different in size. And they are a little bit in the fact that they have a narrower footprint. You can see that too. So let's do a little bit of a comparison. They're both made out of silicone. And I have this one filled with water. So we're going to measure the volume first. And let's see if they hold the same amount. And they do. So you may ask, other than the shape and the size, what's the difference? Well, the difference is this. This one, for 2, costs $14, and this one for 4 costs $4.99. Now the next thing we'll be talking about is an international plug, like this. Now, the one they usually talk about is the Epica, and I did not buy the Epica. At the time, the Epica was a lot more money than this one. It's still more money than this one. I actually use this one throughout Europe in 4 countries. It does all the changes of plugs, and you have a button here to release it, and then release and back. It has also all the USB ports anyone could need, and in the back for plugs. So when I first bought this was $19.98. It still is. The Epica varies in price, about $24, a little bit more. I can tell you that this one withstood a real faux pas. It warned against using it with a high power hair dryer, which I didn't do. And it fried the fuse, and it came with an emergency fuse. So all I did was change out the fuse, and boom, we were back in business again. Now, the Epica also says you can't use it with a hair dryer, so there is no difference. But why pay $5 more for something that does the same job, right? So I'm going to say mine's a keeper, that one's a bust. The next item I'm going to be doing is door security. I do worry about being in the room alone and somebody breaking in. And so when I saw this door security thing, I thought, well, that's fantastic. I'd like that if I was alone. I'd like that if I was in a hostel. I'd like just a little extra door security. And this just seemed too good to be true, so I tried it out, and oh my God, it is just amazing. So the way it works is you put this part in front of the door, and if somebody tries to open the door, force the door open, and so if somebody tries to push on the door where it's wedged, and the amazing thing is, you get 2 for $4.99. I mean, like, even if one breaks, you got the other one? Who cares? So, this is a keep. It's a no-brainer, it's cheap, it works well, and you have your security. Now, this next item I'm a little conflicted about. So, it's my toothbrush. Now, it's made by Colgate, and I bought it at my daughter's recommendation. It has a bottom where it drains out of. It comes with its own case. It even comes with an app that makes sure that you do 2 minutes worth of brushing and that you get every spot in your mouth. And then I saw this, which is the Philips toothbrush. It too brushes really well. And it even comes too with its own little case. And here's where part of my conflict comes from. It's the size. It's a lot smaller, right? They both self-drain. They do everything pretty much the same, except this one does have the program. So here's where I come into conflict with myself. This is a lot smaller than this. And although this comes with a program to help guide you through your toothbrushing, this might be better if you want to take up a little less space in your suitcase. But here's the other thing. This is $14. This is $39. That's a huge difference for a toothbrush. So I'm really kind of in flux about this because I like to keep things small and tight. But I don't know if it's worth all that extra money. This one I'm going to say is a personal choice. Now let's talk a little bit about one of the more controversial items when it comes to traveling, and that's a travel blanket. Now me personally, I like a travel blanket because I know it's clean. I know from people in the industry that they do not wash the blankets after each use every day. So that's kind of disgusting, and I don't know if somebody's been sick and had it over their face or whatever. I don't want to use someone else's travel blanket. And it's pretty easy. Just stick that on the corner of your luggage with a carabiner or whatever, and it's fine, right? The other complaint, though, that happens with these travel blankets, including this one, is that it's either a blanket or a pillow. It can't be both. Because once you take the blanket out, this is empty. It's just a bag. See? And then I found this. It's the Lug knapsack. And I'm having a little problem saying those two words together. I don't know why. And what you're going to say is different about this than the other one. Well, a couple of things. First of all, it can go and slide over your handles on your luggage, which is great. Okay, but then ultimately, aren't you running into the same problem that you would have run into with the other one? But you're not. I'm going to show you why. And when you open it, yes, there is a blanket. The exact same size as the blanket that I had previously. So you're saying, okay, what's the difference? You still got a blanket and an empty bag, except you don't. Because on the blanket, there's a little compartment, and inside, there's this blow up. And you can blow it up and stick it into the bag, and it's a pillow. So it's a really nice quality soft blanket with a pillow. Best of both worlds. So I would say if you're inclined to a blanket and a pillow, this is a keeper. So this next item I think would be very helpful for people who are carrying things that don't have straps that go on to their carry-on luggage. And that's this. It's essentially a strap that passes over the handles of your carry-on. Has a lot of flexibility there. You put your item in the center here. You pass this through here, and you make it as tight or as not tight as you want, and you strap it on to the top of your carry-on. I think this is pretty ingenious. It even comes with its own little bag. I think for usefulness, if you are one of those people who have a handbag or something like that, a tote, something that doesn't have a pass-through, this is great. I highly recommend this. Now the next item I came across I thought looked interesting. Strap that you put around your computer, and you can put items on top of your computer and it'll hold it in place. So this is the way this works. You put items like your phone, a pen, a pair of glasses, maybe a notepad even, and you can slide it on over your computer. It has a rubber grip in the back, and things won't fall off. So things I like about it. It definitely holds everything in place really well. Your computer will not get damaged. You can actually put quite a bit of stuff on top of your computer. There's a buffer here so that nothing lays directly on your computer, which is great. The thing is, it's a $30 item. So can it do double duty? Now I think it can. I mean, you can definitely use this in your real life if you're throwing this into a tote and you're going to work and you want to keep everything together, or you're walking around, nothing's going to fall off. It's definitely going to do that. And if you saw in my last video, which I'm pointing to right over here, when I was packing my takeoff bag, I didn't have a place to put all this stuff into the bag because it doesn't have an outer pocket. So again, it's doing double duty. So you have to really kind of think about this one if it's going to suit your purposes. But yeah, it's definitely a good item. So the next item I'm going to be reviewing is this. It's my toiletry bag. Now I did review this in this video over here, and I've had this one for years. Opens up, has a hanger here. I put my makeup generally in this pocket, put all my liquids in this pocket, even mark that it's with TSA, Velcro closure here, and it served me well. But my husband needed a new one. And then I found this. Very masculine looking, right? I think I'm jealous. It's a little bit bigger. It has a hanger. It has a pocket up here with webbing. It has this big pocket here with webbing, and the usual wet pocket here for the TSA to go through for all your liquids. It also zips up all the way, does not use Velcro, has a handle on the outside, no handle on the outside, and it's got this little critical part that's bigger, just that important amount bigger where it's not too big, but not too small. And I think I like this one better. Here's the other thing. $21, $13. I think I'm going to be getting myself one of these because now my husband doesn't want to give this one up and I'm jealous. So definitely a keeper. I gotta say, this is a must-have for anyone who is either traveling with children or has a snorer. Now I say my husband snores, he says I snore. I don't snore, he snores. It's this world's tiniest sound machine. Now I know there are a lot of other sound machines out there for traveling, but I don't think they're this small. This is really small. I mean, this can fit anywhere in your bag. It's not going to take up any room. Real estate in a bag is important, and this fits the bill. But let's listen to how it sounds. So this is how it works. You hold the center button for a couple of seconds until it turns on. And there's your first sound. It has 15 sounds, and I have to talk kind of loud over this, so please bear with me. This is rain. If you want to change the sound, you tap and you hold. There's ocean. If you want to make it quieter, you tap it. If you want to make it louder, you tap it. Pretty loud, right? Now I've tried other sound machines and they're not this tiny and they're not this loud. So this is definitely a keeper if you're having problems with sleeping due to external noises and you need to block them out. One last feature. It has a charging port here and it comes with its own cable. You don't have to ever worry about batteries. So the next item I came across this, and it's made by Nest, and it is both a magnetic charging station and storage box. So the top of the box is for people who have magnetic phones and watches that can charge using a magnetic platform. The inside of the box, you saw it has a little rubber band closure. That's your port for keeping this charged. Has all these little feet. And you may ask, what are those for? I'm going to show you. It's supposed to provide also as a portable desk. So you can rearrange these to fit whatever items you want. They sit down there very securely. I have my phone here. There's a place here for other little miscellaneous stuff. Here for credit cards maybe. And clips on, like so. And you close it up. And you're ready to go. Well, we're back to the old strap item. This is also supposed to be a portable desk, right, for the top of your computer. Let's talk a little bit about prices. This must-have item holds all that. It's not all that. I mean, it's just a few items, right? Now this costs $109, and that's a lot of money. I have to tell you, this also weighs a ton, and it takes up a lot of real estate in your bag, which isn't good. So it's $109, takes up a lot of real estate, and is big and clunky. This, on the other hand, was $29. And if you wanted to buy a magnetic charging station, you can get them for as little as $29. Do the math real quick, $58 for the 2 items, or $109 for something big and clunky like this. This serves multiple purposes. I wouldn't want to truck this around in my shoulder bag. It's way too big to go into my carry-on or personal item. Big fat nay on that one. Okay, in my last video I reviewed the neck travel pillows that you can stuff and put around your neck, and I hated it. So this is a new one that a friend recommended to me. So let's go over this a little bit. First of all, this new one has a strap, and it's nice and plushy, which I like right away. And it does that stuffing thing, but it doesn't do it from the end. It actually has a zipper down the middle, which makes stuffing it much easier. This could be kind of handy if you're coming home with gifts for people. But is it comfortable? Can you use it as a neck pillow? Because the last one, yeah, you could stuff it. It was a little difficult to stuff, but I couldn't use it as a neck pillow because it was crunchy and uncomfortable and horrible. So let's stuff this and see what happens. So I've now packed this with 4 winter sweaters, and I rolled them a little bit, and now I'm going to zipper it up. And then after you zipper it up, you put it together like this to make a neck pillow, and these are adjustable for comfort. So if you're buying this as a neck pillow, don't. Maybe I overstuffed it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if I do this, this side feels all right. I mean, it's soft. But you got this cord here, and it's not soft. It's kind of tight. What I would say is this. If you're buying this as an extra way of getting some stuff into the airplane, and you have only personal item stuff, you could sneak this on as a neck pillow. But if you're buying this as a comfort item and it's supposed to do dual duty, you are not going to get dual duty out of this unless you're sleeping on it like this. I guess you could use it that way. But other than that, no. And before I get to my last 2 items, if you found any value in this video, please show your love and hit the like and subscribe button below. So for my next item, it's a pair of compression cubes. Now, these are supposed to be unique compression cubes, the concept being that you keep your clean clothing on one side and your dirty clothing on the other, and then you can have a nice sanitary situation in your bag. So let's try these out. So both compression cubes are about a medium size. You can't open them all the way. You have to slide it in. So here's one side, and flip it around, and here's the other side. Honestly, I'm not really sure which side it's supposed to be, the clean side or the dirty side. I'm presuming this looks like it has more of a finish for the dirty side. I'm going to pack it first as if it's nothing dirty, and then I'm going to see how it works after I try to zip everything all up. So I've put 5 heavy winter sweaters, because that's how I judge everything, whether or not it can deal with winter clothing. I'm going to zipper it up. And that part zippers up okay. And let's see how the compression part works. And the compression works okay. Ooh, look at this. open area. Let's see what else I can get in there. A pair of jeans. I mean, everything's clean at this point. Okay. That's pretty cool. I like it. Seems like I could even get more stuff in here. I'm going to put a pair of leggings in there on this side. Okay, and a pair of pajamas, top and bottom on the other side. Can I get that in here? Holy moly, it closes. That's pretty amazing. Because I have stuff in the bottom and I have stuff on the top. They're separated. So I would say a keeper. The only thing that I can honestly say that is a little concerning is it does get a little thick. But, you know, depending on your suitcase, if you have a clamshell, that might be a problem. But if you don't, this will work for you. So I would say this is definitely a keeper. It works really well. So my last item that I'm going to be talking about is my Hoem, and I think that's how you pronounce it, selfie stick. Now I do a lot of my videos on this selfie stick, and I have taken it on vacations, and it packs up really small, and it's convenient, and it has so many functions, and I'm going to show you some of the functions. So the selfie stick can follow you on its own. It can do a total panoramic. It can zoom in and it can zoom out. These are only some of the functions. And when it's not in use, it has a nice little bag that it goes into, just like that. So there you have it. All the Amazon must-haves fully reviewed for you to show you whether or not they're worth the money and investment for your travel gear. And if you have any other ideas that you want to share with us on travel gear that you found useful, please leave it in the comments below. Well, I hope you found this video informative, and if you did, please hit the like and subscribe button below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!